Good morning, Marlene. I've got a few markings on this piece of fabric, so you can just very faintly see my cross and then the 45-degree line marks and then the 10-inch square marks. So the first thing I would do is mark that 3-inch in from there. So I've got my centre point marked. So put that on the 3-inch and then there, then 3 inches down to 6, and then line up my 3 with the centre point, do that one there, and then that one there, and then that's really all I would use to start with. So using my ruler, I know that if I put that on there, when I put my foot down, it will be about there. So holding my ruler on that blue line, so you can see the blue line that I've marked, the outside 10-inch line. So down to my diagonal, then pivot. And what I would then do is hold the ruler on the top line, so I know I've got 1 inch from there, and then sew out into your space, come down 1 inch. So I know that if I move that down, the markings on my sewing line, now these are all just estimates because I'm guessing where the sewing line's going to be. That's my ruler foot, that's my needle. So to about there. Right, then line up my ruler on my sewing line. Now you've got 2 checks to make. That's my sewing line there, which is straight on the marking, but this crosshair one, to make sure they're like a nice 90-degree angle, that should be on one of those ones there. So you've got 2 ways to kind of make sure you're squaring up. Over here to my ruler foot, my needle, so sugar, hold your ruler steady, sew up, and then you can sew anywhere off in your space. Then move your ruler over. So again, lining it up with your, well, that's a very crooked sewing line. Line up with your sewing line. You've got your ruler foot there, your needle, square it up as best you can. Sew down to there. Then fling my my ruler round. Got your ruler foot. Sew to there. Then you can go off anywhere. Now the next line is from here to there. So my ruler foot will be there. I line that up with my ruler foot. Spacing gauge. Measure that bit, hold that in position, sew,